Well, shit.
What are y'all doing?
This is awful. I'm Deontay,
I'm Jordan.
and today we're going to be giving a full review of season one of. I personally, I personally enjoyed it all the way through. Did you?
It was kind of hit or miss in the middle for me. From like episode 3 and 4, I don't even remember what happened in those episodes. But like in the very beginning, it grabs you to make you want to watch more, and then by the end, it picks back
First thing, the episode one that she's referring to was probably one of the probably best endings because the episode was kind of boring.
Yeah, I think it was just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like they had to do it to give you some like background information. Like it was just for you to get to know everybody.
The first episode would fill you out, but it didn't get interesting to me until the end. Right. Then I'm like, all right, now I got to know why he did this, which is kind of what the rest of
yeah.
Joe, stop. Which is kind of what the rest of the episode, the rest of the series, was centered around. Now, this is a comic book a comic book that is turned into a TV series, which neither one of us has read. So, this is not a comment on the comic book. I know a lot of people like to say, "Well, this is another part of comics." We don't care.
Know the comic.
We don't care. We didn't read the comic book, so we're just solely giving you the opinion of the TV show. And so if we say something's good, we don't care if it's done better in the comic books because we didn't read it. But anyway, so the cast, the voice actors, which is probably the best thing, looking over the cast, because my ear's not that good. I knew a couple of people when I heard them, like the Rex, the guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's like one of the few people in J.K. Simmons, obviously from the Spider-Man, Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. She hasn't watched them yet, so she has no idea.
Only person I knew was Seth Rogen because I like to watch funny movies.
I knew that one instantly. She called it out, but yeah. But Zazie Beetz, I didn't know her as Amber. Who else we have? We have.
That's the only one you can remember.
That's the only one.
First one that came to mind.
Yes, that's the only one that came to mind.
Why is that?
Mark. Why is what?
Why is that the first one that came to mind?
Because it's Zazie Beetz. Anyway,
didn't even recognize her. Must not be a true fan.
Anyway, Mark, he's played by Steven Yeun from The Walking Dead. I actually enjoyed Mark's character. Got his ass whooped though. The whole series.
Like how is he still alive?
They did a good job of like pacing. Like each time we found out information about why Omni-Man, we got closer to finding out the truth. It didn't like go on too long. It didn't drag out too long. Every new piece of information they got was right on time, and it was like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now, did you have any predictions like that were wrong? Like we thought Cecil might have been a bad guy, and he actually wasn't.
I definitely thought Cecil was behind it. I also thought that Omni-Man was being controlled by something, and come to find out he was
technically, you can say he was controlled because he was doing the Viltrumite mission. He wasn't controlled. He wasn't controlled. But
they tried to say it to him too. Someone's like, "Dad, please tell me someone's controlled." He's like, "Nah, it's me."
It's me. Yeah, but he had a mission that wasn't of his own. Like it wasn't like his.
But it was him. That's his character. Like that's who he was born to be. Right, so he wasn't being controlled by anybody. Like I mean, yes, he was a product of his environment, but that was him all along. That was the person that he was set out to be from day one.
That's fair. But did you see all those bodies they caught on Viltrumite?
Oh my God!
All those bodies. Only the
and all the bodies after
Look, Omni-Man is what I want in my villain. Because he didn't have a problem dropping bodies. What I did not like is at the end, he just stopped because of say, hey, bro, Say, hey, bro.
How did you feel about this series?
Say, hey, bro. So what I didn't like is how he stopped his mission because he suddenly had a memory of him playing. But like, come on, you gotta be stopped.
I feel like you got a little too excited though.
Nah, nigga, finish what you started. What?
Relax.
Okay. No, I didn't.
I'm gonna just say
I wanted Mark to fight back because he just basically got his ass whooped and then Omni-Man left. Like, that doesn't give me hope for Mark in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Omni-Man comes back, what is he gonna do?
True.
He's gonna get his ass whooped again.
He's still so young though. Like, this is not stuff that happens. I mean, obviously because it's a superhero movie, it's fiction, but this is not stuff that happens in high school.
But he's already fought people, so he knows. I don't want to hear that. He's a big boy. Now, speaking of high school, these high school kids had a lot of grown people problems. Like what I did like the worst thing about this whole series was Mark and Amber's relationship.
Was Zazzy.
What do you got against that woman? You don't even know her. Why are you?
I don't know her. I'm just saying.
How many movies have you seen with her?
I thought we just agreed that she was the worst character.
No. I didn't say Zazzy. I said Amber. What do you have against that woman?
We agreed.
What do you?
No, but for real though, their relationship sucked.
Like, it sucked from start to finish.
I wanted her to just be dumb, and like we were gonna get this great moment where Mark finally told her who he was, and everything was gonna be good between them, you know, and she was gonna understand. And she was like, "I already knew that," and like she was still being.
Go fly away, Superboy. Like, what, bitch?
And she was still being a douche. Like,
like what?
You figured it out, and why do you have questions about where I'm at? Then you should know. I'm out saving the world.
Like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a secret identity. First of all, bitch, that's why I didn't tell you.
Right.
Like, and you're mad because I was lying to you because I'm a superhero that you already knew. So.
And then soon as she thought he was hurt, then she come back hugging on him and kissing him. Like, nah.
Bitch, leave.
You said what you had to say. Get out. Like,
nah, yeah.
Keep that same energy.
Overall, the action, the bodies. Another one we had got wrong was Robot. We thought he was evil too.
Oh yeah.
He just had some self-serving fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I feel like we could have done without that whole thing. Like, what was
that
his
subplot? Yeah, we didn't need that.
Was that all just to say that they could use that thing to clone people? Like, maybe that's gonna come back into play.
Probably. Well, they arrested them dudes, so that may come back into play. But I think them being released from prison was just for the clone thing. When they escaped from prison. Yeah,
and I'm like, what was the point of that? That had very little meaning in the entire plot of the series.
Oh, talking about him coming back as a person?
Yes.
that subplot, I don't think it has, other than himself, I guess it just kind of relieves our fear that he was up to no good, because I thought he was up to no good. True. Rest in peace to what's his name? I forgot his name. The one who blew himself up. I like that scene. I thought I thought he was evil too, but you know, he was a real dude. So I enjoyed, I enjoyed him dying, but
I also thought he was gonna be evil.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he was just like Cecil's little sidekick.
He was Cecil's sidekick. Yeah, he was a right hand man. But I thought he was a bad guy because I thought Cecil was a bad guy. But turns out that they were just trying to find something to, kill Omni-Man, and they were using Mark. I do think it's kind of a douche, kind of sucky that he was ready to replace Omni-Man with Mark so soon. Like, first of all, why is there even? I guess the only reason why they are leaning on Mark is because of he's a Viltrumite and he's kind of
has that same
invincible,
kind of power, right?
But he sucks right now. Like,
yeah,
put this man in some training or something. Like,
well, their whole team just came from. Those are all teenagers because Mark. Omni-Man killed the whole team.
Not Black Samson. First of all, just call him Samson. There's no need to call him Black Samson. We know he's black. Black Samson. They got Monster Girl. She's old. She just ate her. That curse ages her every time she transforms. You got Duplicate. She's old, and then you got what's the other chick name? The one, the green chick. That only young person on there was Adam Eve. And
her boyfriend. Didn't he come from the teen team?
He came from the teen team, but I don't think he's a teenager because he doesn't go to school.
That's just because he's a jackass, though. Right. Like, I think he was a teenager too.
Probably. Oh, speaking of Adam Eve, I loved her character. I wish I would have gave her more. They kind of sidelined her a little bit. hopefully she comes back in the second season, or if they do a second season, I'm not sure if they are. But I liked her character.
Yeah, I like that they gave her a little spinoff, but I feel like they could have done more with it. Like we didn't see.
We were scared for her though,
right?
We thought something was gonna happen.
We thought something was gonna happen because it was just like they made it a whole big thing, but then they didn't make it big enough. Because
remember the reason why I thought it was gonna turn into like The Order. Remember how Alyssa went off? And she started going off and she went to the dark side and kind of, I thought that was going to be her storyline. Like somebody's going to come like, talk to her about how everything should be this way. And she was going to go off on the wrong path.
Or like people just weren't going to be appreciative after she like left her family and whatever. She like went against what they were saying and went and did her own thing to try to save everybody. I thought it was going to be like, people were going to be like, well, this isn't really what we need or something. We need her to be back to what she was already doing.
Which is kind of, I guess that's what her mother was wanting her to do, stay at home and do this. Her dad was a dick. Straight the worst. Right behind Amber was her dad. Amber is the worst character in this movie. But I did like though that episode, the one with the black guy. He kind of played Mark and got him fucked up.
Oh yeah,
that was one of my favorite.
The
cement dude. Yeah, I can't even think of his name. But
who were all them villains?
Oh, that one lion dude. The one lion dude.
He was just whacking people.
Yo, bring him back. They need to bring him back. I like that. Yeah.
That's one thing about this series, like the action and the gore. The animation, like they did not hold nothing back.
I love that.
The way Omni-Man was drilling Mark's head into that mountain, the rocks.
And then when he used his face to kind of clear that train out.
I was stressed the entire last episode.
Like, gracious.
Mark was like, I don't want to do that. I want to just be good, blah, blah, blah. And then he just used him as armor, as a weapon to kill all these people. He's like, you can either come to the dark side and kill them and be happy about it, I'm just going to use you to kill them anyway.
But his mission wasn't to kill humanity. It was to make them part of their empire. He was it's one of those, I'm here to save you from yourself type of thing. Like they weren't going to like kill all the humans. They were going to basically make them a part of the empire. And they're like, I guess, but
didn't they say something about like weeding out all the weak ones? Because that's what they did on their planet.
That was just on Viltrumite. That was on. They weren't trying to kill everybody, but they were going to if they resisted, because naturally Earth was going to resist. But the plan was not to just originally kill people. It was just to make them part of the empire. We now control you. You do what we say, type of thing.
I feel like Amazon been doing his thing lately.
Right. This was a good adaptation.
Without Remorse came from Amazon too.
It sure did, and I liked Without Remorse.
They doing their thing.
So overall, I enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it, if you're watching this to see if we liked it, we did. We'll be back for second season if there's one announced, which most likely it was.
What you think season 2's plot is going to be like? Mark having to fight his dad? Is his dad gonna come back?
Hopefully he gets trained up in the second season to prepare for now I do think that he's not coming back alone. The way what's his name was talking at the end, like they don't just give up, so he's for sure coming back.
Is everybody else like forming together? Because remember they showed them bad guys we was just talking about with the lions and stuff. They showed them at the end of episode
season.
8.
Yeah, they.
So are they all gonna form together to
stop the Viltrumites? Yes, they have. That's what he said. We're forming a alliance or whatever, because they're gonna need everybody to fuck with them dudes.
Imagine not all of them could even handle Omni-Man.
Oh, speaking of, that's before we get out of here. They brought back. They look like they're bringing back Immortal again. Because remember when we went into the room, when Cecil and Mark went into the room.
Oh yeah.
They were working on Immortal, putting it back together. Leave him dead, right? He's useless.
Been through enough. Why haven't they tried somebody else from the team?
Look, leave him dead, okay? Omni-Man first cut off his head, and then he did his body.
He put his whole fist just straight through his body.
Twice.
And then chopped that man in half.
He killed him the exact same way twice. He did that in the first episode, too. Leave that man alone.
So we already know what's going to happen. Don't do that again.
Let him rest in peace. Look, literally, rest in peace.
In pieces.
That was my joke, though.
Okay.
That was my joke.
All right.
That was it. That's all we got. That was our review. Invincible season 1. Thank you for watching, and this was awful, but it wasn't awful. Again, that was just
some parts of it were awful.
Yeah, Amber is awful. Please don't bring her back for the second.